Alrighty, well, it's been a minute, but welcome back to my shrimp room, or where my shrimp are at, I should say. I am still recovering from my surgery last Friday, so I can't really do any lifting at the moment. But I thought I'd just do a quick shrimp update, or probably actually just an overall aquatic update. The small 5-gallon tanks, as you can see here, are shut down. I have been monitoring these tanks daily and catching baby shrimp. It has now been 3 days since I have found a single baby shrimp in any one of these tanks. All kinds of snails. All kinds of just other life in here. Mosquito larvae in here. But as soon as I get the go-ahead from my doctor to start lifting again, I'm going to get these out of here because, yeah, just don't want to screw anything up and have to redo anything. But yeah, these 4 tanks are shut down. I have the aerator turned off for the video, but I'm keeping the aerator going so the water is not just still and stagnant. But yeah, the 4 little tanks are shut down. One of them is going to my mom. She's requested one of them. Another one of them, I've made the decision I'm going to set up as a pea puffer tank. Just because I really love the puffer fish, and I'm not going to get into saltwater and the big ones, but I've been doing my research on the pea puffers, and as small as they are, I might set up a pea puffer tank. But we'll see how that. I'm still getting the shrimp all in order still. Yeah, so these tanks are basically ready for breakdown. And then you get my main tank, the one that started it all. I set this one up. I mean, I had tanks as a child, and my whole life I've had fish. And then I set this one up when I had to start working from home, so I'd have some kind of color and life next to my desk. And yeah, let's see, now I have 1, 4, 6, 7. I have 11 active aquariums in my house. Now 4 of those are going away, but you'll see the rest here shortly. Yeah, Anakin is chilling down in there. My oldest Plecostomus, bristlenose, he's ready for a mate. I just got to get a confirmed female for him. There is a shrimp population in this tank. I don't see any of them currently, but there have been. I've been watching them in here. There's been quite a bit of shrimp. They're breeding and doing good in that tank. They look like either blues or greens, very dark in color. And then let's get back to the fun tanks. So these are my shrimp colonies. Give you kind of a little look here. The plants that have been uprooted are still growing roots. They're still living in the water, just in the water column. And as you can see, the shrimp absolutely love it. So I have let them in there. It's not the most pretty thing to look at when I come and look at my shrimp tanks, like to see all this floating. But you know what? It's keeping my water clean. It's keeping my shrimp happy. So, yeah. My last male guppy right there. All the others are gone. And then I believe that's my last female guppy right there. Not sure yet, but I'm thinking. But yeah, this is my green colony. There's the snail that's alive in here, making his way onto the rocks. You can see the shrimp up there just chowing down. That one there needs to be culled. I haven't gone through and done a good culling on these recently. I probably should. As you can see, my Java moss is starting to thrive in here, which I love. It never did grow in the small tanks very well. I got to top these off with water again. They're getting a little low. And here we have what I'm hoping is one of my female bristlenose, but as you can see on that lip right there, that could be bristles forming. I'm not sure the age they actually start to develop. I know they don't have them when they're little. So we'll see if that turns into a boy or a girl. So that's the green tank. Here's the blue colony. They're the only ones that have not destroyed their ground cover plant, which, as you can see, I definitely need to get in there and trim. But my blues are doing quite well. I need to get in here and get some closer video and spend some time looking for pregnant ones and stuff. I do know for a fact that I have at least 3 pregnant ones in my yellow tank right now. I saw them yesterday. You see some of the darker blue, a little lighter blue. And that one there has got the black spots on him. Listen, I'm not trying to win any contests with my shrimp or anything. This is just purely hobby and fun, and I'm enjoying it. I don't see the confirmed male bristlenose in that tank. He's also a common. He's probably about twice the size of the one in the green colony. There's another one I bought hoping it was a female that turned into a male. And up next we have my yellow colony. As you can see, they have also done quite a number. One of my little Odo catfish. They've also done quite a number on their ground cover plant. I haven't been to the shop recently to look for new plants, but I need to get some more plants in here. You can see the mass that's growing in the top of this tank, which, once again, the roots are shooting down. Like, they love it. The shrimp absolutely love it. So I'm just kind of letting it go. It's not the prettiest thing to look at, but my shrimp are happy, my shrimp are healthy. They're breeding like crazy. I'm actually going to be introducing fish into these tanks, sadly, but I need something that will help me naturally control the shrimp population. I don't want them to decimate. Oh, there we go. There's one of my pregnant females. I don't want them to decimate my shrimp population. But since I can't sell the way I wanted to right now... Oh, there's another berry female. Since I can't sell them the way I want to right now, I need some natural culling to happen, I guess you could say. And my yellows are very healthy, very active. And there you can see is my little albino bristlenose. I'm hoping that she turns into a girl. I currently do not know. She's at the same age as the one in the green colony. They were bought the same day. And last good look I got at her, there was still nothing on her front. Yeah, see, like I don't know. They're still little, so it could still happen, but keeping my fingers crossed that I got a couple female plecos. Would love to start breeding some plecos, just to do it once or twice. It doesn't have to be forever. I already know I can get rid of the babies, so. Yeah, there's the yellow colony. All the plants are doing really well. Except for, like I said, well, yeah, no, even the ones that have been ripped out are still doing really well. They're just floating now. And then last but not least is my red colony. This one, I don't know what's going on. I believe I've had some type of a bacterial bloom recently in the last 24 hours because I woke up today and the water's cloudy. This tank, as you can see there, has a baby platy in it. There was 3. The other day I could only confirm 2. Yep, there's the second one, which is a little bit smaller than the first. There was two the same size, and one of them, I believe, passed. We can't find it in here anymore, so there's only two in here now. But you can see the shrimp are doing very well. All over the place, lots of young ones. I mean, they're everywhere. And again, they love this floating mass of plant. Not even supposed to be floating, but it's floating. And then in here, I believe, where is she? I just saw her. No, sorry, him. This one is a confirmed male. See the bristles on his nose right there? It's a very awkward angle, but that is the defining characteristic of the male bristle nose. Wish I could get you a better angle, but he's not wanting to cooperate. So I do have a confirmed male albino and a confirmed male common on the bristle noses. Waiting to see what the top two turn into. And once again, that is also a confirmed male. So I technically have 3 confirmed males. I would love to get myself a couple super reds. A mated pair maybe, so I could breed them. Love to have a red line. And then we come in here, and this is my African frog, dwarf frog tank. I have 2 platies in here. They are the original babies from the first group that I had that was born. They're the only 2 that did not get captured and taken in with all the rest. The shrimp in here are doing very well. Ah, there's one of my little guys. I currently have 3 in here still. They've all been doing quite well. The ground cover plants I tried to put in here on the screen, the transplant worked, the animals ripped it up. So that failed ultimately. Yeah, you'll just have to take my word for this one. There are 3 frogs in here. They are still alive. There's also 2 platies in here. Oh, there's the second platy. See, one hiding out down there, one hiding over there. They're both really good sized, like fat-wise. So lots of shrimp in this tank. I finally got all the algae eaters out of this tank. They're actually in the next tank I'm going to show you. There's this one. And then we have this one, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite tanks in the house. Such a nice place to go to the bathroom. So peaceful. But you can see in here I've got my big Chinese algae eater right there. And then there's also 2 smaller ones. There's one there, I don't know where the other one's at. And then you got my big goldfish, the one that started all this. And he's got 5 little friends. And if you look, that one right there has a special mustache. If you know, you know. I'm not going to say it. Don't want to get in trouble. Come on, look at me. Anyway. Yeah, this is the 40-gallon tank I set up in my guest bathroom. All I did was pull all the plants I didn't want from other tanks out and brought them in here, so there was some plant matter. And all my Java moss that I'm not using anywhere else is currently taking over this tank. The goldfish seem to love it. I have an aerator coming up through the middle and just a bubble filter on the side. Unfortunately, this tank does require more water changes because of the filtration. Like, it's just not as good as some of my others, but luckily it's in the bathroom. It's not hard to do a water change. Yeah, thought I'd show off all of my tanks today. This tank does have a shrimp population in it. I've confirmed there are a couple alive in here that I can see and I've seen repeatedly. I don't see any right now, however. They hide in here very well. But what I did was some of my culls I pulled and just put in this tank to, why not, right? See what happens. I figured I'd put them in here and either they'd get eaten or they'd start breeding and then they'd create a food source for the goldfish. The only thing that I'm missing in this tank that I want to add is a small school of Corridoras. I need something that's going to go around and clean up the bottom because these goldfish are messy. But yeah, there you go. Just thought I'd give you a look at all my tanks today. Let me know which one's your favorite.